How's it going, guys? It's Marcus. Before we get into this video, let me know in the comments down below who your favorite beach city citizen is. And it can only be humans. I love my boy Lars. But today I'm going to be talking about Holly Blue Agate and her role/purpose in the gem hierarchy. Holly Blue Agate is the general manager of the Pink Diamond Human Zoo, but serves under Blue Diamond. She is also in charge of all the quartz soldiers who work there, including amethysts, jaspers, and carnelian. She's very strict with her subordinates. For example, while Steven and Greg were escaping the zoo and Holly noticed them, she blamed the amethyst guards instead of blaming it on Sapphire and the rest of the team. I thought that was really funny. So it's given that Holly is higher ranking than amethyst, jaspers, carnelian, pearls, rubies, and presumably peridots in the whole gem hierarchy. Bismuth is sort of a gray area because we don't know a whole lot about where bismuth stand. We know what they were made for, but we don't really know their how high up they are. And the reason I say peridots as well is because Jasper was the leader of the original Earth mission back in Season 1, so it's safe to assume Jaspers outrank peridots, therefore by default an agate outranks a peridot as well. So out of the types of gems we've seen so far, Holly is one of the highest ranking ones. She's basically Blue Diamond's right-hand gem. The zoo is super important to Blue Diamond, we know that, so the fact that Holly Blue runs it means she's gotta be worth something. Now, I want to talk about the gem hierarchy a little bit when it comes to where gems stand, just to clear up things. I used to think where gems would stand in the whole gem social order was based purely off of physical strength, but Holly Blue Agate is one of the reasons I don't think that anymore. Since she's Blue's right-hand gem, she's very high up on the gem food chain, like I said earlier, but I believe she/her gem type is physically weaker than Lapis's. I used to think Lapis was the highest ranking out of like the gems we've seen so far because she's so insanely strong. She was able to fight the main 3 crystal gems by herself back in Season 1 fairly effortlessly, while Holly Blue got bodied in like 2 seconds by the team. So it's not all strength that decides how high you stand. I could also argue that the same thing can be said about Pearl and Sapphire, because in Gem Heist, when they pretend to play their intended roles, Sapphire is the one who owns Pearl, meaning Sapphires are ranked higher. But when it comes to a 1v1 fight, I think our Pearl could beat Sapphire by herself. I went a little off topic, but let's talk about the Blue Agate Gem in general and what they are made for. Every gem is made for a purpose to help the overall gem race increase their numbers and colonize. Well, let's take a look at Holly. She is a quartz-type gem, according to her Steven Universe wiki page, and we see she has an electric whip similar to our amethyst weapon. And for the sake of argument, let's assume that her weapon wasn't upgraded by a bismuth and it was just electricified off the bat. And like I mentioned previously, she's in charge of multiple people in the Human Zoo facility. So since she's a quartz-type gem and has a whip like our amethyst, who was intended to be a quartz soldier to fight, I think agates are combat-based gems as well. But they're not just plain old soldiers. I believe agates are commanders of different quartz soldier units. They lead troops, but they can also fend for themselves. There's also a part in Yellow Diamond's song where she talks about the different roles of certain gems in the song, What's the Use of Feeling Blue? She sings about how an army can fight a war, how a sapphire can predict the future, and then she says an agate terrifies. I do believe this refers to an agate commander striking fear into an enemy on the battlefield, or it could be an agate commander striking fear into their subordinates with hard leadership, because we do see Holly abuse the hell out of her crew with a lot of her screen time. Heck, Centipedal's commander might have been an agate. It was never specified what type of gem her commander was. We just know she had a commander. Hell, we still don't even know what type of gem Centipedal is specifically. Hopefully she gets uncorrupted along with Jasper soon, though. Remember, this is just my personal take on what an agate is used for in the gem race. Don't kill me if I'm proved wrong down the line. Well, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe to me for more Steven Universe and other cartoon content, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, take care. Bye-bye.
But tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling?